Greetings, my name is Monica and I am strange. Well, that's an introduction. I would like to welcome you to a new era. For the people who are newly coming to my YouTube channel, you may not know, but I have been on YouTube for about 2 years. You know, there were many videos that I wanted to redo so bad, and it just made more sense to me that I just take down all of my videos and start fresh. What that means is if you look on my page, all of my previous content is gone. But if you stay on my page, you will notice an improvement to the overall quality, energy, I don't know, just general vibes of my content here on YouTube. And that is because I got it figured out. Well, bold of me to say that. Hang on, rewind. I have an idea. And as someone who is a multi-passionate individual, I learned that term recently and I absolutely vibe with it. I realized that the content and things that I put out, all of my various interests and spaces where I go to create and, you know, blow off steam and, you know, just kind of fall into new worlds and all of that stuff, it's a part of who I am, and I don't really think that there should be a line in between anything. Like, I think you should all be together because this is who I am. And I struggled a lot initially becoming like a content creator, which is something that I'll talk more about in like upcoming posts. But I struggled a lot because I felt like I was doing like everything that I was supposed to do, and I really wasn't like, I don't know, I did not feel that my creations were up to my like standards, you know, I didn't even know what my standards were. So if you can imagine me just jumping into the cosmic unknown as I so often do, there's many things that come with that. Like, there's not as much security, there's a lot of insecurities, in fact, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. I had to find a way to like balance all of that and direct it in like a way that I could put that energy into something that I love, which was content creating. And so I really had to, even though I'm like always in my head, I had to like step outside of my head in order to figure this stuff out. Anyway, enough of that. So I am TikToker Probs in a UFO for a formal introduction. I am really well known, I guess, across the book talk community, the Twilight talk community, conspiracy talk as well. And I have been, for the past several months, full-time content creating. And when I say full-time, I mean like this has been my only source of like income, really. And I can definitely talk more about that in a separate video because it has been quite an experience. But full-time content creating basically means from the minute I wake up to the minute I fall asleep, all of the ideas and things like that that are in my head, I am creating either videos or trying to capture images, or writing, for example, is like one of the biggest things also that I do. And yeah, I have been doing this for I've been content creating for well over 2 years now, but full-time content creating, having this be my focus, is something brand new to me. I originally was wanting to figure out a lot of what I was going to like talk about on this page here, kind of how that would look like, put under the belief that like I have to make this like this specific thing, I have to niche down and all of those things, and that's just not who I am as an individual. I mean, I guess if like it really needs to be classified, like I'm a book talker, like I talk a lot about books that I read. I also talk about various other things, like I love outer space, I love the sci-fi genre, so whether that's like classic 80s movies, for example, or 90s movies, anything to do with theoretical like physics, for example, or just theories in general. Like, I find many interest in the things that I like can't see, so it's good that I have this platform that I'm able to kind of unpack these things and talk about them with people who are interested in them, because unfortunately I don't have too many people to talk to all of these about these like crazy things with. So thank you for being here. Yeah, I've really spent this past, you know, few years really learning about myself though, and it has been such an eye-opening experience and such like a heavy experience as well, because in the journey of like loving yourself, that also means unlearning things that are really toxic and letting go of those bad things, but because they are familiar, you find comfort in them. And unfortunately, it's not a healthy comfort. So this has been a way for me to explore who I am more in depth, and also figure out who I'm not, and just like what I stand for, what I don't vibe with, and like just kind of interacting within the universe, if you will. So to wrap up this ramble, welcome to my YouTube channel. I plan on doing a lot of more visual work and audio work, just because many people mention that they like the sound of my voice. And this won't be like an ASMR channel or anything like that, but it will have a lot of elements to it where you can like come and relax if you'd like, hear about cool stuff. I'll be talking about books and everything a lot more, and really just getting familiar with the unknown in a way that it doesn't like frighten me. Like, I have intergalactic butterflies right now even talking about this. I'm talking about like all of the things that are going to be coming up. So I hope that you bear with me as I'm learning and trying and all of those things. And so I also would like to let you know I have a book club. So if you are interested in like talking books and life and stuff like that, and just having a cool small community of people, I think it's about it's a few dozen people in the book club currently. All you have to do is just DM me on Instagram, and I'll put all of my socials and stuff right here. And I'll also have them in the description. And also, your girl worked really hard on the banner that is in like the top of my YouTube, and also like on my Twitter and stuff. I worked really hard on that. It's like kind of messed up, but you know what? I said, forget it. It doesn't need to be perfect, because I'm not perfect, okay? And all of the perfectionists and stuff like that, or like the illusion of perfection online, it needs to go, because nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing. Okay, period. Anyway, so if you want to join the book club, we meet once a month via video call, and it's normally like an hour to 2 hours depending on how much we are like cutting up. But it's like just a really fun space to talk about like books that you like, or book recommendations. It's not like a specific book that we read every month that we all need to buy or anything like that. Like, it's no cost to join. And yeah, I don't know like if I'm doing content creation right, because there's a lot of different opinions, there's a lot of different thoughts and like rules, or not really rules, because you know, whatever, but like there's a lot of different ways that things are done. And I think that because I am someone who very much beats to my own drum, it is sometimes a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult for me, knowing that we are all on our individual paths. I also know that what other people do may not work for me, and that's okay, because we are all learning. We all can still share our experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, I try not to let that deter me from my things. And I'll also have you know, before I end this video, that I started a podcast, The Cosmic Rabbit Hole, in all of its spiraling splendor. So if you enjoy conspiracy theories, far out things, and all of that stuff, I've been uploading almost every Friday, and I talk about really cool stuff. And so the first 7 episodes at the time that I'm making this are out, so you should check it out. I have everything linked below. And lastly, I have notebooks. So as some of you may know, I'll be making a separate post about it, kind of like my experience and the reason why I originally shut down my small business. But I came up with the Cosmic Journal line one night whenever I was like really feeling that I needed to lean into this, because I've always wanted journals. I've always wanted something, you know, that was a big part of like who I am, and I have so many journals. I enjoy writing and all of that. And so this is 1 out of 6, I believe, I think I have. Yeah, out of 6 journals. This is my favorite. This is the Stay Weird one. And I also have several others that are available, and each has their own name and story and things like that. And so if you're interested in like journals and writing and supporting a small business, please definitely check out the links below. It'll direct you to all of this. And yeah, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with me through all of my all of my things that I do. I don't know, I try to do it all, but not in a way that I'm getting burned out, but just in a way that like I have so many things to talk about and I feel like not enough time. And so yeah, I'm in between trying to balance being a person and creating, and I realize that like it's all one and the same. Like I am a creator at heart. Like I've always been a big dreamer. I've always been someone who just wanted to go for it all. So yeah, if you are a part of this, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and checking me out. I'll be back with the next video that I'm actually going to be uploading. I'm going to be putting up my podcast audios, and I'm doing like a visual with those. And in that visual, it'll be like you're floating through space and you're listening to me like talk about conspiracy. So basically, I don't know what I'm going to like title it just yet as, but something about like spiraling through the cosmos with, you know, a conspiracy theory or something like that. I don't know. But yes, I thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching, supporting, encouraging. This means the absolute world to me that you're here. And here's to the era of the UFO. So happy spiraling. Have a great day. Bye.